Right, here we go then. All right then. Okay, welcome into my show now. We have Nadia. How we doing, Nadia?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you on my show, the Dennison Radio Show. Um, where are you in the world right now?
I'm in Belfast, so in Northern Ireland.
Oh, lovely, lovely part of the world. Have you always been situated there?
Yeah, this is where I'm from, yeah.
And always surrounded by music. Belfast is quite a musical city, isn't it? Very
It
vibrant.
is. It is. There's a great music scene here.
Cool. And how did you get your foot in the door in this music world?
Oh, I mean, my mom and dad were singers. My dad's a musician. Um, so yeah, I grew up around it. I was always writing, and I recorded my first song very young, about 9 or 10. Um, and yeah, then my dad does producing, so he kind of helped me start recording original music, and I still work with him now. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started, I
Oh,
guess.
wonderful. Music running in the family then.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. And may I ask, were you one of those aspiring singers who always used to hold a hairbrush in the mirror, like sing to Madonna when you were little, or Britney Spears?
I definitely was that kid whenever I was really young. He used to like get my family to sit down at a family gathering and I would perform for them. So I was definitely that kid.
Of course. And your voice has been described as a beautiful, smoky singing voice. That's a nice compliment from someone I read.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, I think I took a lot of inspiration from soul music, soul artists growing up. So I think that definitely influenced my voice. I mean, I loved Aretha Franklin,
Yeah.
Etta James, those types of vocalists. So even though I'm in pop music now, like electro pop, I still think that kind of, that influences me as a vocalist, I guess, that
Mm.
kind of soul background.
And you had a very successful year 2023 with singles called Figure It Out and Push the Button, described as an earworm.
Yeah, that's a great compliment.
And
Yeah.
2024 looking up as well.
Yeah, it's been an exciting year so far. Yeah, I mean, just releasing music. I have a single out tomorrow. Yeah, and then going on tour, starting this weekend with Lyra. So it's definitely been an exciting year so far, yeah.
Cool. You mentioned a new single. We're coming on to that shortly and your tour. I just wanted to touch on your single called Buzz. It's a real commercial chart dance pop number. What's the song painting the picture about?
Yeah, I mean, I love Buzz. It's definitely a very meaningful song to me. I wrote it, it's kind of telling a story of kind of feeling lonely and then walking into the city. I've always loved the energy of big cities, so that's kind of what it's portraying is walking through like a big city, feeling the energy, feeling the buzz and the vibe of everyone, and feeling connected to everyone in that moment. But yeah, that's kind of what it paints a picture of, I guess.
So the love of being in the city, the vibrance, the bright lights and hustle and bustle.
Yeah, I've just always loved the energy, of being in big
Yeah.
cities.
City girl.
Yes.
And do you enjoy to escape to the country from time to time, just to a bit of escapism, get a bit of a fresh air, greenery, countryside?
Oh yeah, I mean I love like going camping and stuff. I love all of that as well. And I mean it's one of the great things about living where I live is there's, this you can go to the sea, it's 5 minutes away from, you can go into the forest. I mean I love all of that and getting into
Mm,
nature.
mm. And I'm going to ask you about Buzz. It tries to captivate the listeners, doesn't it? Entrance them, draw them in.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's got that kind of, yeah. I mean, I think that sums it up really
Mm,
well.
mm.
Yeah. I mean, I love a song that kind of portrays, a story as well. So I kind of feel like it takes you on a journey a little
Yeah.
bit.
And
Yeah.
being a dance pop number, have you ever heard it being dropped in a bar or a club, like in Ibiza?
Not yet, but I
Not
would love
yet.
that.
And do you remember going into the recording studio for the first time ever? Was that a buzz?
Oh yeah, yeah, growing up, my dad always was getting me to come into the studio and stuff, record things. But yeah, I've been recording with him for probably 10 years now.
Mm.
So, I feel like the studio is my second home, really. But yeah, I love being in the studio. It's such a, creative space.
Of course. It's a place where musicians can just, escape from the outside world, isn't it? And,
Yeah.
be creative. Right.
hmm
On to your brand new single, Catch Me If You Can. Exciting. What's this song all about, please?
Yeah, so I wrote it about whenever you're kind of falling for someone, and you're in that kind of infatuation phase, feel like your head is spinning, you're just falling really hard for them. So that's what it's about.
Mm.
And we took inspiration for the sound from kind of 70s disco. So, it's really fun, upbeat, feel good kind of track. Yeah, hopefully get some people dancing.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And I know you're releasing on a regular basis. Will this lead to an EP at all?
Yeah, I would definitely love to do an EP or an album and have that kind of body of work, definitely.
Mm.
But I think this year I'm just focusing on singles and maybe a music video or something too.
Oh, that's good. Coming on to a mini tour as well. You got dates in Manchester on Saturday, the 4th of May, 5th of
Mhm.
May in Glasgow, and then 7th of May in Cardiff and London as well, 8th of May as well. So some good cities there.
Yeah. I did my first gig actually about a month ago in London, supporting an artist called Delta. So, this is the first tour that I'm going to be on. And I haven't performed in Manchester or Cardiff or Glasgow. So, it's going to be great to be able to, have that first gig in all of them cities. But yeah, no, it's really exciting.
Mm.
I'm very grateful to Lyra and her team for having me support. I've been following Lyra's career for a long time. She's an amazing
Mm.
artist. And yeah, I think it'll be a great experience. I'm sure I'll learn a lot and everything.
Yeah, if I'm correct, Lyra, if I get it pronounced, she's a fellow Irish woman.
She is, yes, she's from Cork. Yeah, so she's an amazing Irish artist. She just got the number one album in Ireland as
Mm.
well. So yeah, amazing to be able to support her.
It's great that so many original independent artists are, finally getting the spotlight.
Yeah, I know. I think that I'm pretty sure she beat Beyonce to the number one album spot in Ireland, which is,
Mm. Not,
incredible. So
yeah, not many people can say they've done that.
yeah.
Over to you now. What pearls of wisdom would you like to give to someone chasing their dreams? It could be in any field, whether it's like photography, acting, or sports. What
Hmm.
advice would you like to give to aspiring people?
I always say, I think if you have that real knowing kind of in your soul that you're meant to do something, you have to keep going at it.
Mm.
Even if it takes longer than you think, if you really know that you're meant for something, just to keep going. Don't, you know, let other people's opinions sway you or stop you from what you're wanting to do. You know what I mean? If you feel like this is what you're meant to do in this life, you got to do it.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think another big thing about, I guess like you're saying, it can go into any industry. I'm just talking personally about the music industry, but you gotta get used to rejection early
Mm.
on and learn not to take it personally.
Mm.
I definitely think rejection is redirection. I love that phrase. If something's meant for you, it won't pass you by.
Yeah.
So just keep
Uh,
going.
You're right there. I remember someone once said about 20 years ago, always keep your rejection letters because when you get to the place you want to, you can look back and think, yeah, I've come this far.
Yeah. I mean, I really am a believer in that, you know, if something doesn't work out, something better is around the corner. So you just kind of have to keep that positive mindset, you know. I think
Sure.
that's a big part of
And
it.
what's on your smartphone playlist at the moment? What music do you like to listen to in your own time?
Yeah. Um, I mean, I've been listening to, I'm going to see him in concert in June. So I've been listening to a lot of Troye Sivan. Love his music. I think he's a great pop artist. Um, I mean, I love you know, modern artists like Dua Lipa.
Mm,
I've really been enjoying she's on tour, Tate McRae at the moment. So I've been, you know, listening to her music. So I've been
mm,
seeing all over TikTok and everything, videos of her on tour. But yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of older artists as well. I mean, I still listen to soul music and you know all of
mm,
that as well. So
mm.
a wide variation, I guess.
I mean, good music never dies, does it? It's timeless, like
Yeah,
as you say, soul music. I was I
yeah,
bought the new Now CD album actually. What I like about the Now CDs, there's like all types of different music, and
yeah,
it's really refreshing to see so many acts from all genres, departments coming together. Amazing,
yeah.
like yourself.
Mhm.
Um, and do you have any shout outs to give to those who helped you get to where you are in the music, or your fans, or your followers, or your family?
Oh goodness, I mean, there's so many people. Obviously, my mom and dad have been supporting me, you know, my whole life, really. I mean, you know, obviously, um, you know, my biggest fans, I guess. Um, yeah, I mean, I have a team of people there, you know, I'm very, very grateful for all of their support and their work and you know, and I mean my partner as well, he helps me so much with
Mm,
videos and photos and all of that, you know, for my music. But yeah, there's so many people, you know, it would
yeah.
take me hours to go through them.
That's understandable. Just a couple more to go. What in life do you 100% believe in?
Oh, um, I think kind of what I was touching on before, like if something is meant for you, it won't pass you by. I really am such a believer in that.
Mm,
Yeah, I think I fully believe in that. I think also I'm a big believer in manifestation, all of that. Yeah, I think just yeah,
mm,
I think those two things.
yeah,
That's what is coming off the top of my head.
yeah. Like destiny and fate. If it's meant to be, it's meant to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Cool. That's cool. Very cool. You're all on the big social media links as well. Would you just like to fire them away?
Yeah, so I mainly use Instagram and TikTok. So it's Nadia Official Music, NADIA Official Music. I'm on YouTube, and then you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, all of those music platforms too, just under Nadia.
Amazing. Well, Nadia, thanks for taking time out to speak to me today, just to find out a little bit about yourself and your music. I've got time now
Thank
to play your latest new track, Catch Me If You Can, on the Danny Sun syndicated show. Thanks for
thank
joining
you
me
so much for
today,
having me.
and
Thank
hope
you.
to see you soon.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.